Up here in the northern part of New Hampshire, we're watching what's going around with Israel, and a lot of people are like, what can we do? And there's a lot of people. Florida, we have the second highest Israeli-American population in America. We have a lot of Jewish population. It's actually surged since I've been governor, particularly with Orthodox. So there's a lot of synergy. People have family there. They stay there. And, Biden's not getting them out, the Americans out. Now they finally announced, well, maybe we'll get you to Europe. But they don't want to be in Europe. They want to be home. So we're leading in Florida. I just signed an executive order. We're going to be sending our own planes, and we're going to be bringing people back to Florida. You can't just sit around waiting for things to happen. You got to make things happen. So we'll do, and I think that'll light a fire. So not only will it help the Floridians get back, but I'll bet you some other people get back sooner as a result of what we did. So that's just what it's all about. You just got to figure out what you got to do.
Catch up.
You got to lead. You got to lead. Well, it's like Saturday morning. This happened like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. They didn't even wake him up, Biden. He slept the whole time. And it's just like, well, he's an old man. You deserve a president that's going to take that 2 a.m. phone call. And it's going to be there for you and not let down. We have to do that in Florida. We have hurricanes. We have things like that. You just got to go. That's the time that the leadership is really necessary. So he had been really missing in action during the weekend. And that's just not what we need. It's an important time in history. So we're acting.
Can I just say thank you for doing that? My husband and I were just in Israel in the end of August, and we fell in love with a lot of the people there, and we received messages from our Israel group on Saturday morning, and ever since, it's been really sobering to hear the things going on, and also really devastating to hear that some of them feel as if they've been abandoned.
They have been.
So just thank you for that. That's great.
Yeah, no, we're happy to do it. I mean, I think we've got a number of great allies in the world. They're clearly one of our best allies. It's a difficult part of the world for sure. They're the one country we can always count on in that part of the world. And we have great economic relations. I mean, in Florida, I started really doing a lot with them when I first became governor. We do things like restore the Florida Everglades. We work on getting algae out of Lake Okeechobee, the big lake in the southern part of Florida. And I've got Israeli companies there doing algae, getting the algae because we've had this. We have Israeli companies involved with doing things for Alzheimer's and for brain cancer and stuff. So we've developed a great economic relationship, and education, our universities, but we really have very strong cultural ties because that's the birthplace of really Western civilization. You look at what happened in the Holy Land, and then what happened in Athens, Rome, and all then through Enlightenment that led to our country. So that's something that's really meaningful, and you see the connections. And then we've got folks over there that they know that they're always under siege. I mean, that's just kind of what it's like when. And it's important to get the history right. There was never a Palestinian state, ever. There was a partition plan presented in the late 40s that would have done an Arab state and a Jewish state. Israel accepted it. The Arabs rejected it. And they went to war against Israel to try to snuff out Israel in the crib. And Israel won that war. Then in the 67, the Arab armies were going to invade Israel, preempted it, won the Six-Day War. Then in 73, the Arab armies stormed to try to annihilate Israel. Israel won that. And then they faced a series of waves of terror attacks over many decades, intifadas, all these other things. And then they've offered really, really generous concessions for a Palestinian Arab state. Honestly, it's concessions that a lot of people said would put Israel in a very precarious situation from a security perspective, yet they still offered, and they wouldn't accept, the Palestinian Arabs wouldn't accept. And then why won't they accept? Because ultimately they don't want their own state as much as they want to annihilate and eradicate the Jewish state. That's what they want to do. That's Hamas, what they want to do. They want to just wipe it off the map. And, Hamas was elected in the Gaza Strip. Israel is not occupying the Gaza Strip. They pulled out of there in 2005. And the people there have had an opportunity to make something. and they've decided to cast their lot in with Hamas, and so it's created this dysfunctional society. There's a lot of hatred, and then to launch terror attacks is bad enough, but then to be decapitating babies, to be executing elderly people, filming executions and putting it, they're literally emailing the executions to family members, putting it on social media so the family members see this. Imagine if you saw a loved one, you go on your Facebook and someone took like your mother or grandmother's Facebook and posted a video, and you think it's your grandmother posting and it's her assassination by terrorists. I mean, like, really, really evil stuff. So that's what's happened. So we just, we need to have some moral clarity here, and that's what you'll get out of me for sure.